Hey, what's going on, Delilah? What's up, Facebook? What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody doing? Yes, people aren't that excited about the stream tonight. Well, I am. It's been an exciting period of consolidation. Don't mind my neighbors' dogs; they like to bark. I don't know why they time barking with me streaming. Over the weekend, I had signaled. Apologize for not having streamed very often. It's been maybe a week, a little longer. But we had been in consolidation, so I hate going live and not really talking about much. What's up, Paris? What's up, Delilah? One thing I did do is I put out this PDF over the weekend, and yeah, so for you guys that read it, good for you, right? I think the highlight of the PDF was, we did kind of move that over a little bit. If 8780 holds as support, right, I expect to move to 12K. And that's kind of still my my consensus, right? Why are we targeting 12K? You know, that's kind of what Phantom wants. I do believe that if Bitcoin is gonna make a bull trap, a legitimate bull trap, liquidity's up here, right? I mean, over here, I had signaled the case for distribution. I posted that just before the sell-off. It was in Discord. Let's kind of zoom in. I spotted the Wyckoff distribution, right? It did say we expect a down move, and this was back here, right? And then we had the breakdown, which was a falling wedge, and I had posted several times saying we want along inside the wedge so we don't end up chasing higher. Moving in like a little bit of an intraday of the 5-minute time frame. Phantom wants downwards liquidity, right? And we are doing a rising wedge onto the falling wedge, so it's not gonna be a smooth ride, not just yet, right? So this thing's likely going to break down. 93.30 is definitely a target in the books. If 93.30 holds, I'm likely to add long. I did take just a flat even hedge in case we break a lower. Marshall, Katrina, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so boom, here we go. We're already breaking down. All right, I posted this wedge just before the stream. And I just kind of like target one out. I think we're gonna go lower. I think this is likely to go down to like 93.30. You know, it would be nice to go back down and not to 89, right? I mean, that would shake out all these top longers, and that's why back here, I had said we want a long. Actually, signaled longs in here, right? And I was expecting this last leg down to break down to 8,600, but it never did. And before the breakout, I said pay attention to the wedge resistance and wedge support. Let's go back to the hourly. The hourly Phantom has been spot on over here for these accumulation signals. Let's kind of move my chart a little so you guys can see price. Yeah, and then the next level, I think it was 92.90 right here. We were below that midline, but once we clear this midline, it's going to be a smooth ride to 10.3. Is it going to come tonight? Is it going to come over the weekend, or is it going to come next week? These are the important questions, because if it comes over the weekend, we're going to have a gap below, right? If it comes before tomorrow, it's going to be fantastic. Alright, that's what I have for BTC. Now, ETH USD, I crushed the long entry for you guys, right? Nailed the long entry. And it was simply just a triangle play. And you guys know I don't like charting wicks, but that's what we had to do this time. I think it was like right in here. As it broke down, I did this shake. I said we're gonna long the close above 200, right? Because that's gonna put the triangle back in play. And for you guys that took that long with me, it's 10%. That's 50%, man. That's just no. It's 500%. It's 50x. Yeah. So that was solid. And we broke above the triangle, so likely if we're gonna get a retest of this triangle, that'll be good to add long if you guys took a hedge, a half hedge or something up here to secure the profits on this early extension. Good for you. We kind of want to see it move back down, right? Let's throw Phantom on, see what Phantom's doing. I'm also gonna throw on the scanner. I think it was the 2-hour Phantom up here. Yeah, right at that 2-hour Phantom. I posted that in our Ether channel. It's definitely 224 is acting as resistance for now. If this thing was to keep going, let's do a harmonic scan, see if there's anything else we need to look at that I missed. Oh yeah. This thing's lit up, man. A lot of formations. Let's isolate these one at a time. What's this 272? It's a 32. This is valid. Alright, this is valid. I did highlight a lot of resistances coming up, but the swing target, right, the target for the swing is further up. Look at that. Beautiful. Filled out 272. And now we're kind of breaking back down. I don't think this is gonna pull back lower than 213. I really don't think so. I don't. Okay, so since we're on this chart, I want to talk about my swing targets and why I'm going for these swing targets. Let's get rid of all the indicators. Just go to the daily. And you guys know I'm a fib trader, right? And the swing targets here, I've got my 61.8s in red, so you guys can differentiate them. We're above the 61.8. This had been resistance this whole time. We actually broke above it, right? So consequently, our next target on this set of fibs is 344, right? It seems like a stretch. There's definitely going to be something in between, and at this point in time, the second 61.8, right, the major 61.8 off this swing high. Let me bring that swing high. The second 61.8 off this swing high is gonna be 262. So I think Ether should be good for a climb to 262. I don't see anything to make a terminal over here. This is likely like a reaccumulation. It did look slightly like a really ugly diamond, not a diamond you'd want to give anybody. Alright, so I mean, I don't think this is a false breakout. I hope it's not a false breakout. You guys know how I feel about Ether and the staking. So it's not really a diamond. I mean, it could be, depending who's charting it. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. ETH BTC freaking taken off once again. The 320 targets. Bitcoin's only going to 12K. You know, this thing's gonna run. You bet, Alex Griffin. Thank you for tuning into the stream. You got Facebook. Lighten up, man. Smash that like button, guys, whatever you're watching the video on. Alright, so ETH BTC, this thing, we've got this resistance up here, 2460, right? Just linear resistance. Ether has struggled to break on BTC. It really has. We did signal longs down here. We tried a second long, it got stopped out, but the original long should be open. If you re-added on the second break, good for you. A lot of times in this volatile market, when we go in for these swing trades, you want to take that setup again and again, right? Like when you're running a 2% stop loss, you can take the trade 2-3 times, right? Just reduce your exposure the second time, and even smaller the third time. But if it works out in favor, you're in the money. So I'd like to see 30, 31.90, right? I don't think that's a far stretch. I don't think it's too far out. Let me see if I can get fibs to comply a little more. Maybe off this swing high. That's a 61.8. That's a 50. So realistically, we cracked 0.027, and we have a chance of going higher. Right? I did post this maybe last week in Discord. If you guys are in VIP. Called this right here the FOMO zone. Right, if this thing breaks above this resistance, that's where you're gonna see that FOMO move to 0.27. All right, the S&P. If you guys took my calls on the SPXL, got in for like 30 bucks, sold them for 360. That's freaking awesome, right? Now I am expecting a pullback. Not today. Maybe overnight in futures. One thing that's been happening here is futures have been pumping hard and after hours, right? If you guys are following legacy markets, traditional markets. Okay, yes, Phantom did just before we kind of dive in, right? When you got these liquidity graphs and you're using Phantom and you're crushing it, good for you. If you're not using Phantom, there should be a link, if not more than one link, in the video description. Now, one thing that's been happening is there's been all these gap ups caused by futures and overnight, right? So let's kind of go to the 60. So these things, the chart on the right trades continuous, the one on the left doesn't. And I think what futures are doing, they're definitely stretching liquidity high, right? They want to tap into liquidity high, and every time they do that, they squeeze shorts, right? So let's look at what happened on the S&P late last week, right? This is 2 weeks ago. This is when I signaled the SPXL longs calls, right? The $40 call. I think it's at 42 today. So I saw the wedge and I signaled it, and it's been nothing but money ever since, right? On this specific play. So we'd see a dump, right? And then the next day they gap it up, and they're gonna force these shorts to cover, right? And then boom, they sell off again, right? Then gap it up, and they force these guys to cover, gap it up, force these guys, and then just flash sell, gap it up. It did run into the Phantom midline, which was my target, right at 306, right? Once we closed above my 61.8, I said that the next target is going to be the Phantom midline. And where's this 61.8 to be exact? It is, I think it was like 293. Yeah, 293. Look at that. Tested it twice, broke down, nice bear trap. Futures open up, right? They pump it in after hours, pump it in after hours, pump it in after hours, send it up, trap all these bulls, right? And then now, I think what the next move is tap liquidity below. And we should be looking at something like that's not right. I had a midline down here, 278, right? So we should be clear to fill all the gaps, right? I do want to see a move down to 278. This would be like another flash meltdown for a great long entry, right? Have we seen anything like this before? Yeah, we have. All right, that's just what the S&P does, and it's just how liquidity works in markets, right? You can easily see a sell-off or a bullish continuation. I don't think this is bearish. I don't think we're going in a recession. It's actually never of that opinion. I've been calling these dips liquidity grabs since the sell-offs started. All right, I think I've covered my main points, the things I wanted to highlight and touch up on. What do you guys look at that? If you go into the ES right now, they're selling. They're freaking selling, right? What I say today, I said what I signaled today, signaled the profit take on the SPXL calls at least 75%. Lock in the profit. This thing's coming down. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is the 29th, right? And options expire tomorrow. May options, holy shit, we're almost in June. May options expire tomorrow, and they're not gonna let the FOMO along, the people that are getting greedy and not profit taking, they're not gonna let them hang on to these options and be profitable, right? So that's kind of why our options are another 2 weeks out, and that's why we profit took them. That is about what I have. BTC, USD, Coinbase chart, 3-minute phantom, looking really interesting, guys. Once again, people are like, why are you looking at a 3-minute chart? Well, because it's freaking great, right? We'll know what's happening at these really important levels. All right, show me some alts. Show me some altcoins. Show me some stocks. Let's talk Forex. What do you guys want me to look at? Man, Link's looking ugly. I got it over here. I'm still holding quite a bit of my Link. I've got Link ETH posted, but ETH is it's crushing right now. So Link ETH on the daily, Link BTC on the daily. The daily looks good, right? That's a classic item in ETH right here, and it should be going higher, right? There's our atom, there's our ETH. You guys want me to draw them? Okay, I won't be lazy, I'll draw them. Give me a triangle. Right, that's our atom. And where's Eve? Eve. And now, it's like an ugly triangle. Let's go like a 720. I think this is gonna go up. You got in like, I believe right here at 4.0. Bless me. We got in as it was priming up here. Actually, yeah, 41, 42. God, he's sneezing. It looks like it's firing up, right? Do you think Link USD is going to go to $6 on this run? Excuse me, guys. I think 46.95, 47. God, you either need to sneeze it out or just not. So 46.57. Let me just recenter this chart. I do think that's definitely one of our targets, right? That's the next destination for Link BTC. If you get a true breakout, maybe 5,700. Right, and that should put Link USD $6. Look at that, that's bullish. $5.90. All right, 588, 590. Whoa, got a bunch of alts coming. Thank you, Morgan. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's slow down on the requests. I gotta cover EOS, BQX, Tezos, Saya, and ADA. EOS. We got a tiny long on EOS on futures on cross. We're back in that buy zone, guys. Don't let this shake you out, right? Let me just add volume. Volume looks a bit dry, but you know, usually you don't just get a liquidity grab on the daily for no good reason, right? Be patient with it. Kind of like, especially if you're in on my margin long, right? And we're still in profits, we're at break even. Let's remove indicators. Like, imagine EOS is down here, right? Or down here, and it went up, it came back down. I know I'm asking a bit, or even one of these setups, right? That's what this reminds me of. EOS, BTC, Binance, right? So yeah, I would stay long, maybe add a little if you want more exposure. Alright, going over BQX. Yeah, a lot of alts are doing this, right? A lot of alts turn around and like are holding a range. I do think I'm just gonna go off candle closes for now. And this went up to 61.8 off the close and rejected. I don't have much faith in alts right now, right? I don't. Why do I not? Because BTC looks like it's primed for 12K. ETH looks like it's primed for 300 or 260. Yes, alts had a rebound. I did post in my notes when BTC hit 10K and started pulling back. I said, guys, we're going to see a mini alt season on this BTC pullback. But once BTC gets going again, it's going to hurt alts. And I think if you start the extended run to 12K, I think alts are going to suffer. But then at 12K again, there'll be a lot better entries. BQX, if it goes back up, if it continues climbing, I'd look at 609. XTZ, I heard it was like a Tezos leak hack, something of that sort. $12 Phantom not happy. Let's go to the daily. It's a bit in like, it's in a range, right? It's in a range. It's definitely been one of the stronger tokens this year. It's probably like the second top performing crypto year to date. I mean, buy 27.76. That's what I would do on this pullback. We're wait for ejection here, but it's kind of like a no trade zone. Maybe a 240. You'll give us more insight. Hourly. Definitely in a range, right? Not looking like it's going to break out anytime soon. Saya. Saya is still a thing? I really have a thing against these low sat coins because they can drop one Satoshi and you lose 20%. That's not the kind of risk reward setups I trade. I have nothing to say about Saya right now. Sorry. ADA BTC. ADA is looking bottomy, right? It was looking bottomy. It's starting to run. I don't know what I had drawn on these wicks. I'm not sure what I was looking for, but it looks like it turned around there. Throw Phantom. If riding long, if I'm looking for a short, I want to try to short ADA like 769. You know, I'm not just gonna blindly do it. I'm gonna set an alert and then find a good reason to. That would be the next target, right? So if somebody's long on ADA, wait for 769. I think profit taking now would be way too soon. Maybe the 2 hour. No, 240. Yeah, it's way too soon. I mean, what about Saya USD? I mean, it's not even worth a cent, right? It could double, but I don't trade alts for more USD. I trade alts for more Ether, BTC. Like, look at this. Well, it's actually not doing that bad on the Ether pair. And now, but historically, it's done nothing against the Ether pair. This is interesting, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought I saw like a reverse triangle type setup. Maybe. If we go with wicks. No, it looks like more like a parallel channel. It really hasn't done much. You know, it's just range traded. I want to buy the bottom of the range if I'm going to trade this. I mean, yeah, target wise, it could be 100% in there on USD, but do I want to take that? I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't trade low sat coins. If it's under like 100 sats, I'm not gonna touch it. It's under 300 sats, I'm not gonna touch it. DISN. Disney. You talking about this gap? There you go. Do I think this gap will close? I think it will whenever the S&P closes all their gaps, right? I think today, I think this week was a really good profit-taking week. I think today taking profit on the SPY is probably really smart, or at least 75% profit and letting the other 25% run. That's my perspective, right? This run, I mean, this one's not at 125 yet. That would have been my target. But yeah, I think the chances of snagging along at this gap fill, this is the gap you're referring to. I think chances are high, right? Be patient. I mean, yeah, I just covered ETH today, Alex. Alright, Fame Bam, you got any more requests? If not, I'm a little hungry. I gotta cook up dinner still. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the analysis. If you're not on Discord, join Discord. If you like the video, smash the like button, share it with a friend. If you missed the Bitcoin Q2 wrapping it up PDF, there's a link in the video description. Click on it. If you watch, don't click the link on mobile. I think it's a little buggy. Just watch it on your computer. Just read the PDF on your computer. Download it. Other than that, thank you for tuning in. Join us on Discord. Practically there 24 hours a day. And trade safe. Hike up your stops. And hopefully, you know, we'll get to 12K and some of these upper targets. That's it.